Hello guys, today we'll be reviewing and read along the book The Adventures of Captain Underpants, now in full color. Action, thrills, and laughs. This one is created by Dav Pilkey, and he's also the author of Dogman and the other books like this, Super Diaper Baby, Adventures of Super Diaper Baby, Super Diaper Baby 2, Ook and Gluck, Kung Fu Caveman from the future. So let's start. Adventures of Captain Underpants, now in full color, tralala. The first epic novel by Dav Pilkey. This is the first book. Chapters. Now, Chapter 1. George and Harold. Meet George Beard and Harold Hutchins. George is the kid on the left with the tie and the flat top. Harold is the one on the right with the t-shirt and the bad haircut. Remember that now. It says flower shop, pick your own roses. George and Harold were best friends. They had a lot in common. They lived right next door to each other, and they were both in the same 4th grade class at Jerome Hortwitz Elementary School. George and Harold were usually responsible kids. Whenever anything bad happened, George and Harold were usually responsible. Flower shop, pick our own noses. But it's pick your own noses. It's pick our noses. But don't get the wrong idea about these two. George and Harold were really actual nice boys. No matter what everybody else thought, they were good, sweet, and lovable. But maybe they weren't so sweet and lovable, but they were good nonetheless. So this is the whole picture. It's just that George and Harold each had a silly streak, a mile long. Usually that silly streak was hard to control. Sometimes it got them into big trouble. And once it got them into big trouble. But before I can tell you that story, I have to tell you this story. Chapter 2, Treehouse Comics Inc. After a hard day of cracking jokes, pulling pranks, and causing mayhem at school, George and Harold liked to rush onto the old treehouse in George's backyard. Inside the treehouse, there were 2 big old fluffy chairs, a table, a cupboard crammed with junk food, and a padlock crate filled with pencils, pens, and stacks of paper. Now Harold loved to draw, and George loved to make up stories, and together the 2 boys spent hours and hours writing and drawing their very own comic books. Over the years, they had created hundreds of their own comics, starring dozens of their own superheroes. First, there was Dogman, then came Timmy the Talking Toilet, and who could forget the Amazing Cow Lady? But the all-time greatest superhero they ever made up had to be the amazing Captain Underpants. George came up with the idea. Most superheroes look like they're flying around in their underwear. He said, well, this guy is flying around in his underwear. The 2 boys laughed and laughed. Yeah, said Harold, he could fight with wedgie power. George and Harold spent the entire afternoons writing and drawing the comic adventures of Captain Underpants. He was their coolest superhero ever. Luckily for the boys, the secretary at Jerome Hortwitz Elementary School was much too busy to keep an eye on the copy machine. So whenever they got a chance, Harold and George would sneak into the office, and one of several hundred copies of their latest Captain Underpants adventure. After school, they sold their homemade comics on the playground for 50 cents each. This is the other. And this. Now, Chapter 3, The Adventures of Captain Underpants. You can pause the video and too quick. Real cool adventures of Captain Underpants. It was a time of darkness and despair for planet Earth. The bad guys had taken over the streets and all of the superheroes in the world were too old to fight evil. Hey, haha. Then along came a new improvised extra strength superhero. Tra-la-la, look up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's an egg salad sandwich. No way, I'm Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants was faster than a speedy waistband, more powerful than boxer shorts, and able to leap tall buildings without getting wedgie. Tra-la-la. Night and day, Captain Underpants watched over the city fighting for true justice, and all that is pre-shrunk and cottony. Meanwhile, at a nearby elementary school, turn the page. It was Stinky Taco Surprise Day at the cafeteria. Yuck. Everybody hated it so much, they all threw it away. Soon the cafeteria food came to life. I am the inedible hunk. The monster ran around the school, eating everything in sight. Munch. Help, the inedible hunk just ate up 15 folding chairs and the gym teacher. No, not the folding chairs. This looks like a job for Captain Underpants. La. Captain Underpants shot lots of underwear at the monster, but it didn't do any good. So Captain Underpants took off running. The inedible hunk chased him. Help! And chased him. Finally, the inedible hunk got too tired and thirsty to chase Captain Underpants. How about a nice drink of water? So the monster took a long drink from a shiny white bowl. Then suddenly flushed. Hooray for Captain Underpants! And so the inedible hunk got flushed away and was never heard again. Tra-la-la. If I'm too fast, you can, pause. The end. Mom is your next existing adventure. Captain Underpants and the Attack of Talking Toilets. Coming soon to a playground near you. If you have anything. Okay, the end. The chapter 4 is Mean Old Mr. Krupp, and I'm gonna continue it the next time. Okay, bye!